the greatest. Do you believe that? Do you really believe in you? Some people may not have that opportunity to believe in themselves because all their lives, many things has kept them down. The greatest.
I am the greatest.
The greatest of who you really are. Do you really know who you are? Can you identify yourself? Do you see yourself less or do you see yourself more? Do you ultimately believe in you? Or do you let others control what you are and what they think of you? This is not the time to look down on yourself. This is the time for you to look up, to see the greatest, to see the greatness within you. Your creation has meaning. Something great brought you here. There was a purpose, and there's a purpose now. And that purpose is great because you exist in it. Greatness is within you. Greatness is a part of you. But to be great, you got to believe in it. Since the day you were born, greatness was already there. When you had those hard times, greatness was already there. When nobody thought that you had what it took, greatness existed. Hold on to that greatness. Believe in that greatness and give it everything you have within yourself. All you had to do is to continue to believe in it. Now, being great doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be anything that's going to push you and challenge you. Because to be great at something, you got to understand that there's something that has to be attached to it. Yes, there's going to be struggles. Yes, there's going to be misunderstandings. Yes, there's going to be bad times. But do you have the greatness within you to go through it? Do you have the fire to go further? Greatness. Do you believe in it? Do you understand what it really means for you? Sure, everybody wants to be great, but they don't want to work. Everybody wants to be great, they don't want to sacrifice. Everybody wants to be great, but they won't want to push. How much greatness do you have within you? How much greatness do you understand that is attached to you? Don't waste your time doubting yourself. Don't waste your time having less faith in yourself. Believe in something. Don't believe in nothing. You are going to experience some kind of pain. You are going to experience some kind of struggle. You are even going to fail at one time or another in your life. Every day is not going to be a successful day for you. When you get yourself in this position, you feel like hell. When you feel that you cannot carry on, you feel like hell. You feel like hell is your best friend because all you talk about, all you think about is how much hell you going through. But do you have the strength and the tenacity and the grit to push through hell? There's a point in time in your life you got to realize this. And I've said this numerous of times to people. Hell doesn't own you. Hell did not create you. Hell does not have permission to break you down and keep you down. You got to rise above it. You got to realize that hell doesn't have a place in your life. But during the course of any challenge that you are facing right now in your life, hell will show up. But hell doesn't have to break you. Hell doesn't have to put you in a position where you don't feel you have nothing else left to give of yourself. You have got to recognize the possibilities within you. Nothing is going to be easy. Nothing is going to be handed to you. You got to go through it. You got to hurt so you can grow. You got to feel it. So if hell does show up, if the devil himself knocks on your door, don't answer it. Don't give it the satisfaction. Make a difference. Move forward. Do something unique in your life. Whatever challenges you are facing, let them come. Whatever obstacles that you face, let them come. How can you grow if everything is easy? How can you grow if everything is handed to you? How can you truly ultimately be a leader in your life if you're not willing to go over the top and get to where you need to be? This is the time right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you gotta suffer, suffer the right way. If you gotta hurt, hurt a little bit. If you gotta cry, wipe those tears and keep moving. Pain is good. Pain makes you strong. Maybe sometimes you feel like you're in that dark place, but we all gotta find a way to find the light within ourselves. Nothing can stop your purpose. Nothing can stop your greatness. If you give hell all the power, then hell will prevail over you. So remember, hell did not create you. Hell cannot break you unless you give it the power. Don't let hell tell you what to do. Don't let misery tell you what to do. Stand tall. Be strong. Feel your greatness. Live your greatness. Push forward. Understand that it's yours. Understand that you live. Understand that you're not dead. Understand it's time to fight. Understand that you have a purpose. Making it happen. Believing in yourself. So let hell do what it has to do. Let hell continue to do what it needs to do. But don't give hell all the power. Let hell fire you up. If you're feeling that fire, if it's burning, make sure that the fire that you're feeling inside of you is giving you the ammunition to push, to fight, to dig, to live, to breathe. Make sure you're doing exactly what is necessary. Because without that, you have nothing. Without possibilities, you have nothing. Without faith, you have nothing. What are you gonna do? Get up. Fight for it. Believe in it. Find the purpose. Live the purpose. Live the dream. And give it 110% of everything you got. Because hell doesn't own you. It may be one hell of a night, but hell ain't got time for the best of you. Keep it moving and conduct your business. Look at the world today. Look what's going on around you right now at this moment. I promise you, in the next 5 or 10 years of your life, you will remember this day. You will remember this moment. You will remember the pandemic. You will remember the cries. You will remember the anger. You will remember that there were so many people without a job to go to. You will remember this moment for the rest of your life. Now, here we are. Things are slowly starting to come back. Not saying it's going to happen overnight, but there seems to be a little of a light at the end of the tunnel. There seems to be an opportunity now. Now, what are we going to do? Are we going to take it for granted? Are we going to be more responsible? Are we going to be more caring? Or are we going to realize that life is beautiful? And now that you have this chance, with all of the circumstances that we have all faced, Lives were lost. Jobs were lost. People's mindsets are not in the right place. You feel that your freedom has been taken from you. You feel that this chance right now that you have is all you have left, and you want to make the most of it. So what do we do now as a people? Doesn't matter what you believe in, but what do we do now as a people? We're not starting over. We're going to start up. We're going to start up right now. We're going to start caring a little bit more. We're going to start understanding a little bit more. We're going to start loving a little bit more. Forget the hate. Forget all the anger. Forget the things that you can't control. It is time for you, me, and the rest of the world to come together. It's time to realize that life is good, and you must stop taking it for granted. These things that has happened in our lives, it hit us very hard. It knocked the wind out of us. But we got the chance right now to stand up together and push through it together. Sure, it's gonna be tough. And it's still gonna be a lot of things that we have to endure and a lot of things that we have to overcome. But it's still a chance for us to be great. Great as a people. Great as a nation. Great as a human race. What do we do? You can't blame anybody. We are all guilty of something. We are all responsible for what has happened in this world today. And we all must be held accountable. Now, what do we do? See, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't understand what tomorrow means because it hasn't happened yet. We didn't expect these things that are happening in our world to happen the way it did. We wasn't even ready for it. We wasn't prepared for it. But yet, we're still here. We as a people must come together and make a difference for all of us. For each living being, we must make a difference. The lives that were lost, may God rest their souls. We must continue to live and do the best we can to make a difference now. Don't take this for granted. This is the opportunity to learn. This is a moment of clarity. It's not a moment of hate. It's not a moment of worry. It's not a moment of what if. It's a moment of right now. Starting up. Doing something great. Making sure you understand when you are living in this world and you have life in that body, that means there's work to be done within you, within me, within any individual that is living in this world today. This is not a game anymore. This is a chance. This is a chance for all of us to live. It's a chance for all of us to fight. It's a chance for all of us to believe. It's a chance for all of us, wherever you may be in this world, to make a difference. Let's do it together. Let's keep up the fight. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business. There comes a time in everyone's life that you're going to be facing certain challenges. You're trying to figure out what direction you need to go. You're trying to find out who you are, and what you are ultimately made of. And these things are going to happen on a day-to-day basis because when you start your day, you don't really know or understand what's coming. Yeah, sure, you may have a plan. You may know exactly what direction you want to go. But then comes this obstacle, some type of thing that just got in your way, and it completely throws you off. It distracts you. In fact, it may even scare you. And then you don't understand what direction you need to go because you're so used to going one direction. But how do you prepare yourself? How do you get to a point where you can adapt and overcome and yet continue to move forward? These things happen every single day of our lives. But you should not panic. You should not worry, and you should not fall astray. In fact, you shall embrace it, understand it, let it build you up, and then fight through it. Understanding the best version of yourself is when you're at your weakest point of your life, when you're ultimately being challenged, when you really don't know what direction to go, but you know you just gotta go. It doesn't have to necessarily be handed to you. In fact, it shouldn't be handed to you at all. You should be prepared to fight day in and day out. You should already have on your armor, ready to fight, ready to go, being prepared for whatever may come your way. You don't necessarily want to be put in a position where weakness starts to overcome you. Because once you are blinded with weakness, everything starts to cave in. And you'll never be able to overcome that because you're so busy worrying about the things that you cannot control. But if you focus, truly focus within yourself and build up something else, awaken something else that hasn't been woken yet, then you will understand that there's more to you than what you could ever imagine. There's more to you than you've ever dreamed of. But you got to stand on it and you have to believe it. There is a version of all of us. There is something that is unique about all of us. We are constantly evolving as human beings. We cannot remain the same. We cannot stay in the same box. We have got to understand, just like a caterpillar that goes into a cocoon, sooner or later it becomes a butterfly. But you never see that butterfly go back to being a caterpillar. It never gets back on its belly again. So what do? You may be moving slow, but you're moving. You may be crawling on the ground, but you're still moving. You may be walking, but you're still moving. And this is the time and the hour you need to understand that this is a good thing. So yes, these challenges are there for us. Yes, this may be some troubling times for not just me, not just you, but the entire world. But yet we are standing. Yet we are above the ground. And yes, there have been people that may have lost their lives. They have passed on. And they are gone. They have transitioned into another place, another universe. But yet you're here. We're still standing. And we have to continue to go on. We must respect the process. We must trust the process. And not fall to just fear. Not fall to doubt. Not fall to anxiety and letting it take control of us. You must realize that the purpose always tells the truth. It will continue, and there will continue to be more challenges. But neither of us are done. So let's continue on, keep it moving, and conduct your business.